What is going on, everyone? So in this video, we're going to be going over the fourth step that you should be taking if you're interested or if you've been considering purchasing a home. So tip number one was thinking about a monthly mortgage payment or a monthly payment that you want to do all together with everything included, something that you're going to be comfortable with. So you can then move on to the next step, which the next step is going to be really sitting down and asking yourself why you want to buy a property. So this question, the why, is going to really determine what kind of property, what kind of investment you should be making. So it's a very, very powerful question. The third step is going to be your time frame. So also sitting down and analyzing and thinking and determining when is it that you want to buy a property, in a month, in 3 months, in 6 months, in 1 year, or more than that. It's going to also help you determine what you should get started and what you should start working on, right? And who you should start talking to. This next question or this next step, the fourth step, is extremely important. So after you get done with the first, second, and third step, you're gonna then come to this fourth step. And this fourth step is gonna be pretty much hiring an agent or interviewing agents. So now is the time to start actually talking to an agent, because you already know the first three steps, right? You already know all that. So now is the time where it really all comes down to, which is hiring that person, that real estate agent, that professional agent that's gonna be helping you with the whole process of actually purchasing the home. So in this video, we're gonna go over 5 questions that you should be asking any agent that you're gonna be interviewing. The number one question that you're gonna be asking the agent is, hey, are you full-time or are you part-time? Very, very important, right? Because out of the 55,000 agents that are in Miami, I'm not sure the percentage, but not every single agent is full-time. Probably a small percentage is probably 100% full-time, 100% dedicated, right? So I will say, I don't know, 20% of all those agents, probably even less, or 100% full-time. And this has a lot to do with it. Imagine that you have questions or you need to do things. Sometimes you need to be aggressive. You need to be quick on, sending an offer or answering or whatever the case may be. Or let's just say a property just came on the market. It's well priced. It's super renovated. You know it's going to get tons of offers. You probably have a few hours to go see it and send an offer. Like, sometimes you need to be aggressive. So if your agent is not full-time, if your agent has another job, other responsibilities, you're not going to be their main priority. So guess what? That just might not be the right answer for you, right? The right person for you. So it's a very, very important question to ask. Very, very important. And I really do mean this. Like, sometimes you need to be, on top of it. Of course, if it's past, work hours, 8 p.m., 10 p.m., then I understand if they don't answer. But definitely during work hours, you need that agent to be there for you, or if they have an assistant or someone in the team. But it's very, very important. The question number 2 that you're gonna want to ask the agent is about communication, right? Very, very important. I mean, I always say communication is key, especially in real estate, because there's money involved, there's deadlines involved, there's a lot of communication going on, there's a lot of parties involved. It's not just you and your agent, it's you, the seller, the buyers, sellers, agents, title companies, attorneys, lawyers, financing, lenders, underwriters. If there's an association, there's a condo associations, so much people are involved. Communication is key. And your agent, believe it or not, is pretty much like your go-to person for communicating, right? That is pretty much our job. My job is to, make sure everyone's doing their job. Because, if something happens, then, my clients are going to come back on me. Hey, Hans, what happened? Or I'm going to feel like I'm the one responsible, right? Sometimes, of course, it is out of our hands, but at least if communication is right and you're letting your clients know, or you're letting, your agents letting you know, then at least you know that they're working towards it. So again, how they communicate, what kind of communication they do, what are their hours, also see what are their work hours like. If they tell you, hey, like, after this hour, I don't respond at all, or not even that. If they say, yeah, I'm available at all times, but then you come to find out that they never get back to you, or they get back to you a day or two afterwards. Like, a lot of my clients have worked with other agents, and they come and they tell me, no. When I ask them what is the thing that you're looking for in an agent, is a very important question that I ask my clients. They tell me, well, communication. Like, most of them say communication. And when I say, tell me a little bit more about that, they say, like, responding when there's a question, kind of acknowledging, or if you don't know the answer to it, find out and then get back to your clients, right? So again, a lot of my clients have told me that agents just disappear, or for a day or two they don't reply, or things like that. So again, Communication is a very, very important question that you're gonna wanna ask the agent that you're interviewing. Question number 3 that you want to ask the agent that you're going to be interviewing is your experience. How much experience do you have, right? So I was a new agent before. So again, just being new doesn't really mean that they're not qualified or that they're disqualified, right? You just want to know, at least you just really want to know yourself how much, knowledge and experience this agent has. Because it could be a new agent, but if they're in a big team where there's other people that are going to be helping, then it should be no problem. If they're in a really good office, in a big office, well known throughout your city or your state or the country, then sometimes that's not a problem either, because they have other people guiding them behind them, right? But if this agent is with the company that you've never heard before, they're brand new, you don't really know them too much, you probably just met them at an open house or someone or somewhere, I don't know, I will be a little bit worried, to be honest with you, because it's like they're not with a big well-known company. They have like no one guiding them, right? So if they have no experience and plus all those things, then I don't know, it's up to you, but definitely ask. Again, just because they have little experience doesn't always mean nothing, right? Because if they have people helping them behind them, you can ask them, what is your team like? Are you in a team? What kind of office you work for? Do you have an assistant, or do you have a team leader, or do you have a coach? You have a mentor? When they do, then it'll be a lot easier, right? To communicate, and it'll be easier. And why I say this, because this really all has to do with negotiation, with knowledge of the market, right? Because again, just real quick, let's just say you're gonna go see a property that's $350, right? If this agent doesn't really have too much experience, that has no one really helping them, and you send an offer for $350, how do you know that property is worth $350? So if this agent has no experience and they don't really know how to do their search and find out, do the market analysis to really see how much that property is worth, let's just say, then you're gonna be throwing away money. Maybe just because that property is listed at $350 doesn't mean it's $350. The property could probably be worth $320 or $330. So just because you don't really know, because you're not an agent, and then your agent is a new agent and has no one helping them, you probably just wasted so much money, right? Those are little examples, right? So it could be a lot more. And then when it comes to negotiation, it's really, really important, right? So negotiation it's key. Sometimes you need to negotiate. Sometimes you need to have a little bit of experience. Your agent needs to have experience so they can know what to do and negotiate, but also not put you as a buyer risking losing the house, because maybe you do want the house, but at the same time you do want some type of negotiation, some credits at closing, or to fix some things, or whatever the case may be. But that's where experience and negotiation skills come in play. So it's very, very important. The fourth question you're gonna be asking the agent that you're gonna be interviewing is gonna be, hey, what can you do different than every other agent, or what can you do for me? It's an important question. Again, there's so much other real estate agents out there, right? I ask that question when I go and search for some type of vendor, whether a lender or a title company or whoever, right? And I know there's a lot more competition out there. Hey, so like, what can you offer me? You can either ask that question, or sometimes you can research and kind of find out yourself. Okay, this person offers this, and this is the difference. This is the value they provide. So I really like that. But again, it's a question that you should ask. What is it that they can provide for you? What is it that they're gonna do for you that's gonna be different, right? You just want to know. Maybe you just want to know what they say, right? Maybe they have no meaning at all, and everything else is good, but they really don't care. So you're like, there's not too much motivation. They just really don't care. There's nothing different. Or they may tell you, they have strategies, and they have, negotiation skills, and they have a really good lender that can help with closing costs and these type of things that maybe can bring you value, or they have connections with builders or new constructions or off-market properties. These type of things that maybe you should ask. So maybe you do know who you're working with, because, communication is key, and maybe you find out something that you didn't know before, and it could help you and your best interest, right? So it's a very important question to ask. And the fifth and last question, very, very important question that I suggest you ask, and this is no matter what, no matter who you're going with, like this for me is one of the main important questions, especially we're talking about when you're hiring an agent to help you purchase a home, right? So a buyer's agent in this case. And that is gonna be, do you do a buyer consultation? Or what kind of consultation do you do? Or like, what are the steps to get started? Sometimes you could just ask, so what are the steps to get started? What should we do? If they just say, what are you looking for, and start sending you properties, that's a big red flag. When I ask people, hey, did they ever, again, I was telling you that a lot of clients come to me that they were already working with another agent, and they ended up coming to me. They weren't happy or whatever the situation is. I always ask, did they do a buyer's consultation? Have you ever done a buyer's consultation? About 90% of clients tell me no, they haven't. Right? So it's very important. What is a buyer's consultation? This is the agent taking their time, sitting down with you, whether it's Zoom or in person, or hopefully, preferably Zoom or in person. Definitely not on the phone. That doesn't always help. But so you can get that connection and see each other. So pretty much a buyer's consultation is they're going to be going over the whole buying process step by step. They're going to be really digging down on what you want, your needs, and really understand why you want to buy a property. All the steps that I'm really going over in all these videos, that's pretty much what I will do in a buyer's consultation, right? In a 30-45 minute buyer consultation, you really dig deep, and you also, is where you ask all the questions to the agent about the process, any questions and concerns you may have, clarify many things, but also you're gonna see how professional they are in their consultation. So if to begin with they don't even do a consultation, then it's a big red flag, because they've never really listened to you. They really don't know your concerns, your wants, your needs. They just know like basic things, and trust me, that usually does not go well, because if they don't listen, if you don't have someone that's listening to what you really need and digging deep, because sometimes you don't even know really what you want. So you do want that consultation to really think and analyze other things and see different points of views. So it's very, very important. It's very, very important. I repeat, if this agent does a buyer's consultation. All right, guys, I didn't want to make this video so long, but it's very, very important to know these 5 questions from every agent that you're gonna be interviewing or hiring. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video. I hope it's helped you and gave you a lot of valuable information. I mean, this is very, very important. This can save you time, headaches, and lots of money by getting the right real estate agent. Oh, wait, and if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please click below the subscribe and the bell button so you know exactly when I come out with my next video. Support my channel, click like, hit a comment, let me know your thoughts are, and thank you again for watching the video. Until next time, signing out, Hans.